pay the $240 and the other two will be dismissed?
The other two will be dismissed. So I don't know whether, I do understand that allowing an unlicensed driver to drive is a hard thing for the people to prove, but I don't know what's going on with the unregistered, untitled, and the no insurance. I do know that these tickets go back to 2016. So with that being said, you may, between you and your counsel, you may want to set a trial date and try to get rid of these tickets like that, or you may want to, you just need to confer with the lawyer.
Okay, so I wanted to ask you a question, Your Honor. By me just saying that by me having the same name or having the same name, but I still have to just go by the counsel with that, because a lot of these things.
I want you to go by the counsel with everything. I don't want you to discuss anything about the case with me.
I got you now. I got you.
Mr. Oliver, I have you checked in. Good morning to you, Mr. Jason Oliver. Mr. Lawrence P. Gardner. Good morning to you.
That's not me though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Brian Oliver.
I said Jason Oliver, sir.
Yeah, who? I don't know who that is.
Mr. Oliver, Brian Oliver, just mute your phone until I call your name. I'll call you specifically. There's another Oliver in the line.
Okay.
All right. Mr. Lawrence P. Gardner, Mrs. Mar, I have you checked in, sir. Can you mute your device until I call your name? I have a Mrs. Lett on the line. Amira Lett. Are you there, Miss Lett? Okay, she's having trouble with her device. I see your hand raised, ma'am, but I don't hear you. I don't know what's wrong. It's you have I see that you have audio. I see that you can hear me. You should be able to speak in the device right now, and I should be able to hear you. I don't know if you have headphones plugged in or what your situation is. Mr. Oliver, Jason Allen Oliver, your case is not up until 9 o'clock. You're more than welcome to stay in the room if you want to, but you can log off and come back in at 9 a.m. However, it's set for trial, so I'm going to give the officer a half-hour grace period, but you need to be back in here, unless you're going to stay now, you need to be back in here at 9 a.m. And we will give the officer time to check in, and then we'll deal with your matter then.
Okay.
Morning, Your Honor. They got to work in the detention there for open up. They got to work in the detention there for open up.
All right, you can go ahead.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. Court is now in session with the Honorable Judge Sean B. Perkins. While court is in session, please keep your backgrounds quiet and clear. Sit back, wait for your names to be called. Also, if you're in a vehicle, there's no driving while court is in session. Also, there is no laying down, eating, sleeping, drinking, gum chewing, or talking or walking around while court is in session. Thank you. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Officer. All right, good morning, everyone. We're gonna be in a little bit of a holding pattern for a second until we get, the city attorney on the line. We're just gonna check everybody in. I think everybody except, who's on that LG, 506? Can you unmute yourself, please? And this,
Oh, I said Paris Griffith.
all right, good morning, Ms. Griffin.
Good morning. How are you?
Very well, so. All right.
I do not.
Ms. Griffin, is that with the I or E at the end?
ITH, GRIFFITH.
I see her for 8:31. She transposed the time or date unit for an ROA form. GRIFFITHPARRISSADE Sade.
Why is that?
When I had came to the court, they told me that I had a court date for this morning at 8:30.
Why is it?
I see 8:31. At 1:32 now, unless it's, let me see, maybe I'll spell it differently. I can.
Your birthday is 11/30/1990, ma'am?
Yes, because I came to I was in front of you for my last tickets. And when I came to pay those tickets to get my license back, she said that she didn't understand or know why that my other ticket is still open when they were all handled in front of you. And I have the paperwork right here. I paid it.
So I'm sure that's
All right, this is the city of Detroit versus Paris A. Griffin. SP 119-63422. Ma'am, this case is gonna be dismissed.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right. Thank
That should have been dealt with, on that date. I don't know what happened, but, you should be able to get clearance as soon as well, I don't know why you couldn't get a license because this shouldn't be.
No, I have one, like my the $45 fees were waived because it was less than a year, I believe she said, or less than 6 months. So they're back open, but the case for today was still open when they were handled in front of you. And she said that
I can call,
It's closed now.
I email people downstairs and have them check.
It should be closed. You can just put that in there, closed, dismissed.
Yeah,
She had
everything was.
led to allowing and lots of traffic and it all should be closed. Make sure that allowing is closed. All right, Ms. Griffin, thank you very much.
Yep, have a great day.
Well.
Bye.
Bye. Mr. Edward Leonard.
Yes, Your Honor.
Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning.
All right, Mrs. Lett.
Yeah.
Good morning. Mrs. Lett, you know, I don't need you on 2 devices.
Oh, let me take one off then.
I would take the one, let's see, which one were you speaking in?
I believe it's in
I
my,
would take
in my,
one with the last name off of there. There, you got it.
okay. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Great.
We're going to see where is Mr. Tucker? Mr. Rupp? See what,
Tehran?
yeah.
I call it.
Here it is. He just signed on.
Turn your record.
Can't hear you yet.
He calling you back.
He's on now. There it is.
Hey, bro, I was just letting you know.
Good morning, Counselor.
Hey.
Hey, bro, I was just letting you know.
Okay, first and foremost, we have Attorney Rucker on the line. He's gonna serve as the House Counsel today. So, first person, if everybody's gonna have a right to a trial, I wanna make sure that everybody knows that if they don't like the offer that's being presented to them today, or if they have valid, or if they have a defense or wanna put up a defense, or just wanna try their chances at trial to see if you can do better, then, you can have that right. I'm gonna put you in a breakout room if you wanna talk about the offer that I present to you or any defenses that you have or may not have. I know Mr. Brian Oliver is first. He wants to speak to you, Mr. Rucker, so I'm gonna put you in a breakout room. Mr. Oliver is charged with allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. He's also charged with unregistered, untitled, and no insurance misdemeanor. These cases go back to 2016. So the offer in the file is to plead to plead straight up to the allowing unlicensed driver to drive. I told him I'd take it under a 3-month delay, and I told him I would dismiss the ticket immediately upon payment. I'll let you guys speak. Join that room.
Join the room.
Please. He's waiting on you, Mr. Oliver. We'll pass that matter, and let's call the City of Detroit versus Joshua Caleb Gooden, case numbers SP 1108167, counts 1, 2, and 3.
I'm here, Your Honor.
Yeah, good morning to you, Mr. Gooden. There's an offer here. Good morning. There's an offer here in the file for you to plead straight up to the improper plate. That is a misdemeanor. Is it going to carry a $240 fine? However, it does not abstract to the Secretary of State, and therefore it doesn't carry any points at all. The other 2 matters be dismissed. You as well have a right to a trial. And you as well have a right to speak to Mr. Rucker if you feel that you have some sort of defense to this case. However, if you want to take that deal to do away with this today, then you're more than welcome to do that too.
Yeah, I'll just take the deal. You said it's no points though. It's 250. No points.
Can you raise your right hand, please?
Yeah.
The other right.
My bad.
You swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, it's a $240 fine. It is a misdemeanor, but it does not abstract to the Secretary of State, therefore it's no points.
Okay, so So after the ticket is cleared and everything, I'll be all cleared. You know, my birthday tomorrow, so I was trying to get my license. So
Yeah, you'll be all clear. You can get that birthday license. You're gonna have to pay reinstatement fees. I see 3 reinstatement fees of $45 a piece. That's gonna be another $135. That's not gonna have anything to do with my order today, $240. That's just gonna be out there until you pay it, and you're gonna have to pay that before you go to the Secretary of State.
okay.
I want to make you aware of that. Okay, Mr. Gooden, do you understand you have a right to a trial in these matters?
Yes.
You understand by taking this offer, you're going to give that trial right up?
Yes.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what I stated in the record?
No.
Okay, Mr. Gooden, let me draw your attention back to, what is that? August 26, 2020, at around 2 p.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of Midland and Wyoming Street. Sir, were you operating a 2005 Ford on that day?
Yes.
And on that date, were you pulled over by a Detroit police officer?
Say that one more time. I didn't hear you on that part.
On that date, pulled over by a Detroit police officer?
Yes.
And was something wrong with the plates on that vehicle, sir?
Yeah, they was the paper plates in the window. I just had
Was
the
there
paper plate in the window.
well, was there something wrong with that paper plate?
Yeah, it was like, I think it was like a couple days old or something like that.
All right. Okay. Very well. I'm going to find you guilty of improper plates, sir. I'm going to fine you $240 with stipulation of probable cause. Well, I'll dismiss the other matters. When can you pay, sir?
No, I can pay it today for real.
Okay, so I'm going to put in the computer August 20th, 2021, just for the purposes of having it in the computer. I will, but I will tell you this, sir, if you find yourself in a position that you can't pay it today, or that you can't pay it by August 20th, you need to zoom in August 20th, and you need to make some other arrangements with the court, because I don't want to see this come into the position where it starts giving you late fees and penalties and stuff like that, and a warrant be placed out for your arrest. So try to get that paid. If not, zoom back in. I'm going to dismiss the other 2 matters. And if you're you don't have any further questions, sir, I wish you the best of luck. Have a great birthday tomorrow, and good luck on getting that license.
All right. One more question. So because I thought this is what happened. I got misconstrued. I thought I made the payment way long time ago, and the payment was never paid. Like, I think I got a confirmation, but I guess it was never paid. Like, because I don't remember it coming out of my account or nothing either. So that's on my. Go ahead.
What are you speaking of about being paid?
I'm talking about the ticket. When I first got the ticket, because
when
I first got it, it was like 150.
Let me stop you, sir. You can't pay misdemeanor tickets. You have to come to court for them. So even if you try to, they wouldn't accept your money on those tickets. Now, let me see if you have a bond sitting here. I don't see a bond either. So I had a personal. She said I had a personal when I came to court. When they gave me all this paperwork, she said I had a personal bond or something like that. I don't know what she meant by that, but yeah, you got go into the system now. In a few minutes, once my clerk enters it into the system, if you go in there, you'll see the $285 fee on the one ticket, and you'll see the $45 fees on the other ticket. All I'm concerned about is you paying that $240.
Okay.
The $45 on the other tickets are going to be outstanding unless you pay those. Those will never go up. They will never go up. The people, well, they're going to do away with those fees soon, I think, some of those fees. But for you to get a license tomorrow, you're going to have to pay that $240 and that $135.
Oh, say okay. So even if I didn't pay it, when would they waive the fees though?
Those fees, I got a memo. They were talking about waiving those fees. And I don't know specifically which ones they're gonna be waiving. So I can't tell you exactly which ones they're gonna be waiving, but, you know, if you want a license tomorrow for your birthday, then they're not gonna waive them by tomorrow, that's for sure.
Okay,
right.
but just to get the one question, if just to get the ticket cleared, you know what I'm saying? Say I don't even get my license exactly on that day.
Pay $240 and you'll be done on that one. On that one that's gonna read 285. Just pay the $240. We'll close that case out.
Okay.
All right.
So that was just the extra fees. You ain't talking about the reinstatement part. That's not the part that's being waived.
The 240 is the fee to the improper plate. Then gotcha. The reinstatement fees are going to be $45 on each one of the tickets.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So that's 130. What's that? 150, right?
135 extra.
135.
So 135 extra. You'll be clear in 36 districts.
Okay.
Now you said one more question, and you keep saying one more question. You got any more questions, Mr. Good?
No, I'm good. I was just trying to get the clearance on the fees being waived. That's all.
All right.
All right.
Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, and I can pay that down at the court because I don't really want to make the payment on the online. I'm just gonna come to the court and make the payment.
Make it at the court.
Okay.
He's gonna keep on asking questions. All
right, my bad. I'm done now. I'm done.
I want you to know, but he's gonna stop.
I'm done now.
All right. Have a good one, man.
You too.
All right. Okay, Mr. Rucker, let's back on the record with Mr. Brian Oliver. What's Mr. Oliver want?
Your Honor, after discussing with Mr. Oliver, he'd like to go forward with a bench trial.
Bench trial?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. I have a bench trial date of November 23rd. Why did it go so far out? That is what it is. All right. November 23rd, 2021 at 9 a.m., sir. At that time, you don't have to prove anything. Is he here?
Yes.
At that time, you don't have to prove anything, sir. You have the absolute right to remain silent. It's on the people's burden to prove everything, and you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. However, I just like to let people know that if you have some sort of information that you think will help assist you and your attorney at that time, I will bring it on that day, just so that he can look over it or she can look over it and see if that's beneficial to your defense, sir. But again, you don't have any burden. The people have all the burdens to find you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. Okay.
Okay, Your Honor, but my situation is kind of unique because I'm dealing with a person with the same name as mine.
Well, that's going to be on the officer to have to prove that you did it.
Okay.
He said here's Mr. Rucker. You want to speak with Mr. Goss regarding the matter? I don't know if it sounds like some circumstances that maybe can be resolved today. I don't know.
Well, I don't think he has the requisite proofs right now. I told him what he needed to do.
But if if the officer's there, he can see it wasn't me because I'm not.
All right, so November 23rd at 9 a.m. All right.
You're allowing he doesn't have to be.
Well, see, he doesn't. Look, I put him in the breakout room with Mr. Rucker. Mr. Rucker's the lawyer. He spoke with the lawyer. They want a bench trial date the 23rd.
I was trying to.
I know.
November. This is August.
3 months. I'll let you put your appearance on the record, counsel.
May it please the Honorable Court, Dante Goss, Key 0162 on behalf of the city of Detroit. Mr. Rucker, let's go in the breakout room. Maybe we can get this resolved today. We've been having a lot of issues with people with the same name. So let's talk about it for a minute.
Okay.
We might be able to deal with it today.
I'm gonna sign.
Thank you.
All right, no problem. Okay. Moving along. They're gonna speak about your case, sir, so, maybe there's gonna be some resolution, I don't know. Like I say, I think allowing an unlicensed driver to drive is one of the harder things for the people to prove.
Especially if he's an adult.
Well, not necessarily, that doesn't have anything to do with it. It has something to do with them proving that you intended to allow anybody to drive and that you knew that this person was unlicensed.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And they haven't been living with you since 10 years. Right. Something ain't
All
right.
right. That's what you got a lawyer for today here. So, let's call. All right, let's call the case of the city of Detroit versus Lawrence Patrick Gardner, case numbers SP 8527421 and U50368519. Mr. Gardner, there is an offer here in the file that does away with one of the tickets. Well, you would plead guilty straight up to the disorderly conduct. That's open intox, observed consuming an open can of beer in plain sight. Milwaukee's best. So, I was trying.
You said what now?
The allegation, where's your phone? Yeah, did I give you, Oliver's?
Oh, yes.
Oliver's file? Yeah, the trial data. You didn't put that trial data, did you?
I can take it out, yeah.
Oh. All right, so the allegation is that you were drinking a beer in public, so that's a disorderly conduct, and that the offer is to take that under a 3-month delayed sentence. I'll do the same for you. I'll dismiss that immediately upon payment of a $240 fine. So that'd be an expensive Milwaukee's best if that were you drinking that beer out there. And you have another driving while license suspended ticket. I'll dismiss that if you plead to the disorderly conduct. So.
Okay.
We'll also give you an opportunity as well to speak with the counsel if you need to. And I can also give you a trial date if you want to. I know one ticket goes back to 2018, the other ticket goes back to 2019. But it seems like those are the only 2 matters that you have here in the 36th District Court. What would you like to do, sir?
Okay.
You want to speak
Yeah,
with the
because
lawyer?
I was no. I'm trying to decide on what I want to do. I kind of want to plead guilty to it, but I want to know, like, if I pay the $200, when can I pay the $240?
Immediately. The sooner you pay it, the sooner this case will be dismissed. You won't even have that disorderly conduct misdemeanor on your record.
Okay, so what if I said I could pay it like next Wednesday? I mean, would that be fine with you?
Give time to pay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it 3 months because I'm taking it under a 3-month delayed sentence. I'm just adding that extra thing for you. I'll dismiss it immediately. So it gives you a little bit of extra incentive to get this thing behind you. And
so in other words, I had 3 months to pay the $240. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. So basically, I'm trying to get my license back. So would I have to pay? You said what?
Let me explain to you, sir. I don't think that's going to affect your license at all. No.
I paid everything.
Explain to you.
I paid all the. Hello?
Are you going to let me explain to you?
Yeah. Explain.
All right. So this disorderly conduct is not affecting your license. The ticket driving while license suspended is affecting your license. I'm going to dismiss that ticket. I'll waive the warrant fee but you're gonna be responsible to pay the $45 reinstatement fee. You can go on there and pay the $45 reinstatement fee and go get your license and then work on paying the $240 off in whatever time you can.
Oh, okay, that sounds good to me. So could I come down and pay that $45?
Yeah, you can come down and pay it. You can pay it online or you can pay it at any DIV kiosk in the city of Detroit.
Okay, so what I want to know is, could I pay that? Because I have to work today. I have to be to work at like about 1 o'clock. Can I pay that on Monday?
Sir, you can pay it.
You said what?
You can pay it whenever you want to. That $45 is no time limit on paying that. If you don't pay it,
Okay.
you don't get clearances for a license. If you do pay it,
All right.
you get a clearance for a license. That $240, I'm gonna give you 3 months to pay that. The sooner you pay it, the sooner the case will be totally dismissed.
All right, I got you. So I'm gonna plead guilty to it.
All right, raise your right hand, please, sir. Can you raise your hand, please, sir? Right hand. Mr. Gardner?
Yeah. Oh yeah. You go right.
Swear or affirm.
Did it on
right? Did you have a Milwaukee's vest this morning, sir?
No, I'm trying to push the button.
All right.
It's the button on this.
You don't need to raise that hand. You need to raise your real hand.
Okay.
All right. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
All right, you can put your hand down, sir.
All right.
Mr. Lawrence, do you understand you have a right to a trial? Mr. Gardner, do you understand you have a right to a trial in the matter?
Yes, I do.
You understand by taking this off, are you going to give that trial right up?
Yes, Your Honor.
And has anybody offered you anything other than what I just stated in the record?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Lawrence, I'm going to draw your attention back to August 22nd of 2019, around 10:45 a.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of 360 Michigan Avenue. Did you have an occasion to be pulled over? Did you have an occasion to be confronted by a Detroit police officer on that day?
Yes, Your Honor.
And on that day, were you walking down the street?
Yes, Your Honor.
And were you walking down the street with a Milwaukee's best?
Yes, Your Honor.
And were you drinking that Milwaukee's best when you were walking down the street?
Yes, Your Honor.
Very well. I'm going to find you guilty of disorderly conduct. With the stipulation of probable cause, Counselor, I'm going to dismiss the driver while license suspended ticket.
Okay.
Yeah, that was for your counselor to ask, but okay, and then for the guilty plea on the disorderly conduct, I'm going to take that under a 3-month delay. I also said I will dismiss upon payment. I said I will waive the warrant fees, and you're going to be responsible to pay the reinstatement fees. So, sir, I'm going to put in here November 12th, 2021 for you to pay by. All right?
All right.
Is there any further questions, sir?
No.
So shortly, if you go online or if you come down to the court, you'll be able to see that $45 fee on there. You can pay that fee now. And that they'll take your money and they'll give you a clearance from the 36th District Court so that you can go get a license. You'll also see that $240 fee. You'll have until November 12th to pay that fee. If you pay, the sooner you pay that fee, the sooner the case will be dismissed, okay?
Okay.
All right, is there anything further, Mr. Gardner?
No, that.
If there's nothing further, sir, you have a very good day. You're free to
All
leave,
right, you
sir.
too.
All right, thank you.
All right.
Can you put Attorney Rucker, Mr. Oliver back in the breakout?
All right. Mr. Oliver, I'm gonna put you back in the breakout room with the attorney. You just joined that room number 2, Mr. Oliver, that you have on your screen.
And can you,
The officer just came on.
Not Jason Oliver.
Brian Oliver?
Very cool.
Jason Oliver here?
Jason Oliver.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's here.
Oh, he's under what, the mirror, right?
No, he's under Jason Oliver.
Oh.
He's in the breakout room.
Who?
Look, he's in there. He's in your room. You want to go get him out?
Brian Oliver or Jason Oliver?
Brian Oliver, join room 2. Join that same room you're in.
You said Sergeant Carson.
It haven't came up on the screen yet.
It should still be there. It should be. Look, I'm gonna move you. I'm gonna move you from 1 to 2. So don't join 1. I'm gonna move you so you can see the prompt again.
All right. Okay, I see.
Okay. Good morning. Is that Sergeant Carson?
Yes, sir.
Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning.
All right. So we have next.
It's still
Yes.
ain't popped up on my screen yet.
It should already be there, sir. I'm gonna move you one more time from
I've
room
seen
1.
the officer, but I haven't seen nothing to pop up on to go in the court. The other
I'm
room.
gonna move you from room 1 to room 2. I'm gonna move you from room, it's gonna say room 4. Don't join that room. I'm gonna move you back to room 2.
Okay. So what I do, leave? Just don't.
Let me see here. Where is he now? Where are you now? He's having trouble with his device, so where is he now?
I'm still here.
You still there?
Yeah, I'm still here waiting.
Oh, let's go to room 2. You see it now?
Nope, nothing came up yet.
It should be up there, sir. It should be. I shouldn't have to keep doing that. It should be a way that
It's not
you
showing.
you can re-enter.
The first time you did it, I hit the button, it popped up, I hit the button. Now it's nothing coming up.
All right. Can you join room 3, sir?
There's still nothing coming up, Your Honor. To hit it,
You're gonna have to get somebody to help you with your device.
no,
Your Honor,
it say leave. That
excuse me, Your Honor.
Leave? No, don't leave. That's not in the. Yes.
Yes, we were just trying to find out Mr. Oliver's birthday.
Mr. Oliver Mr. Oliver has a junior. What's your birthday, sir? He's 1970, right?
Right.
And then he has a junior that said born in 92, I think.
92. Right.
Okay.
That's why I think the confusion keeps
He
coming.
needs to come in and he got some tickets he needs to take care of as well.
So Your Honor, let's just keep that trial date. Mr.
That's who got all the tickets. But
Not all of them. You got a couple of them too. All right. Trial date 11/31/2021, November 23rd at 9 a.m.
Okay, yeah, but I ain't got no tickets in Detroit, Your Honor. That's what I'm saying. The confusion coming from.
Okay. All right, we'll sort it out on November 23rd. Obviously, the attorneys have had a time to talk and they couldn't work it out, so we'll work it out on November 23rd.
Okay, so we couldn't go in the room. I couldn't go in the room with them.
You don't need to go in the room, sir. You just need to join back on November 23rd at 9 a.m.
Will that be at the courthouse or Zoom again?
On Zoom.
Oh, all right. Wish I could have came in. All right, okay, Yana.
All right, have a great day, sir.
All right, you too.
All right.
Your Honor, can I get in the breakout room with Sergeant Carson?
Yep. Okay. This is gonna be a bomb here. Might as well get it out the way. This is the city of Detroit versus Amira Lakeisha Lett.
Yes.
Case number SP 11449911. These cases are in warrant status. SP 3775851. SP 4306191. SP 808747, counts 1, 2, and 3, which are all in warrant status. SX 20402321. Appearance for the record, please.
Tyrone Rucker, on behalf of the defendant, P61867.
All right. Problem that we have with your file now is that these were all, most of these tickets, I'm going to say they're all, yeah, it looks like they were all written under, well, that's written under the city code. That's state code. I'm going to see if I can get you an offer from the city attorney to resolve these matters. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 matters that you need to address that we're going to address today. You also have a number of civil infractions, ma'am, that you've never paid and that are sitting out there. That's going to prevent you from getting your driver's license. The civil infractions are, if you want to help yourself in getting some of this stuff paid, I'll help you. And if you show me that you want to help yourself in getting some of this stuff paid, I'll help you in seeing if I can at least get you back to the original amounts of the tickets. But these tickets have been sitting out here since 2015. So I don't know what's been going on and what you've been doing since that time, but I'll be willing to help you on some of the late fees and penalties, but you gotta take care of some of this stuff first. So I have here, Ms. Lett has got 2 matters that are written under the state code. I mean, she's got 2 matters that are written under the city code. And then the other 5 matters are written under the state code. Can you make her an offer that you can get her pleading to something with the city and dismissing the state? All right, I'm gonna pass your matter, ma'am, until the city attorney has a chance to look at it and give me an updated offer.
Okay.
So who else do we have? Yeah. All right, so we're back on the record with Mrs. Lett. Mrs. Lett, the offer here today is plea to one failure to display, amended count of failure to display, and amended count of improper plates. Both of those are going to carry a $240 fine. The failure to display is going to be a misdemeanor. Both of them are going to be misdemeanors. The failure to display is going to abstract to the Secretary of State. That's going to generate another 30-day suspension. The improper plates is not going to abstract to the Secretary of State, and none of them are going to carry points on your license. So, and then we'll dismiss all the other state matters.
Okay.
I got Mr. Rucker on the line. I do understand that these matters are, let's see. I do understand that these matters go back some time. Well, the newest one is 2020. But there's 2015, 2015, 2018. So 2015. So I can put you in a breakout room and speak to Mr. Rucker regarding the matter. Then, Mr. Rucker, only one matter came up for her. So what we'll do now is we'll waive the we'll set aside the warrants and we'll enter a not guilty plea on Mrs. Lett's behalf. So there was only one matter Ms. Lett had on the docket today, but when you look into her profile, she's got these other matters that are sitting here outstanding, so we're going to consolidate all of them. So I don't know if you have access to see all the matters and what she's been charged with, but I can go over that with you if you need to. But you heard the offer. I gave you some dates when those tickets were alleged allegations were had. I can put you in a breakout, ma'am, to speak with him if you need to, or you can take the deal, or we can set it for trial.
I can take the deal, and work with y'all to get my license back. Yes.
All right, you're gonna be working with yourself to get your license back.
Yes.
I'm gonna. You can raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, very well. You put your hand down, ma'am. You understand you have a right to a trial in these matters?
Yes.
You understand by taking this offer, you're going to give that trial right up?
Yes.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No.
Okay, ma'am, let me draw your attention back to December 11th, 2020 at around 7:18 p.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of Gratiot and Elma, ma'am. Did you have an occasion on that day to be pulled over by a Detroit police officer?
Yes.
And on that date, ma'am, that police officer asked you to produce a valid driver's license?
Yes.
And you couldn't do so, could you?
No.
And why is that, ma'am?
Because I don't have a valid driver's license.
Very well. I'm going to find you guilty of the amended count of failure to display a valid driver's license. I'll fine you $240. And ma'am, let me draw your attention to way back to July 11th in 2015 at around 9:14 p.m. in the city of Detroit, the area of Shane and Lafayette, ma'am. Were you operating on that day, if you recall, a 2002 Chevy?
Yes.
And on that day, ma'am, did you get pulled over by the Detroit police in the area of Shane and Lafayette?
Yes.
And on that day, ma'am, were you asked to produce valid insurance on that vehicle?
Yes.
And you couldn't do so, could you?
No.
And why is that, ma'am?
I didn't have valid insurance at the time.
Very, very well. I'm going to find you guilty of the amended count, improper plate. I'm going to fine you $240 in that matter. And with stipulation of probable cause, Counselor, I'm going to dismiss all the other matters.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And ma'am, when can you pay?
If you give me to pay both it's 245.
240, yeah, $480 total. I'm going to waive the warrant fees. You're going to be responsible to pay the reinstatement fees, but that's not going to be a part of this order today. All I'm concerned about is the $480.
Okay, the $480 today is August 12th. Can I have to September 12th to get it all to you?
I'm going to give you till September 13th.
Okay.
I'm going to put this as a review because I told you I'll work with you on the other matters that you have outstanding. All I suggest you pay is the matters that read $285. You only have to pay 240 of those $285 fees. And you won't have any other $285 fees on there. You'll just have 2 of them. You come back and you have paid those $285, those $240 fees. It'll still remain $45. You can pay the $285 if you want on both of them. That'd be fine with me too, because you're going to eventually have to pay the $45 reinstatement fees anyway. But if you pay those on those other civil infractions that have that DISP behind them, I'm going to work with you, ma'am, and I'm gonna give you some relief on those if you show us that you want to take care of this matter. Okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you very much.
I do have a question. How would I go about to paying them, to making sure that you all get the payment?
Ma'am, you can come down to the court and grace us with your presence and pay them at the court. You can pay it at any DIV kiosk in the city of Detroit, or you can pay it online at 36districtcourt.org.
Right.
All right.
Okay.
Any questions, ma'am?
No. Thank you so much, Your Honor.
All right. Have a great day, ma'am.
You too.
Mr. Edward Denzel.
Can I get Austin Golson?
Golson? Yes. Okay. Good morning, Officer Golson. Mr. Edward Leonard.
Yes, Your Honor.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
This is the city of Detroit versus Edward Denzel Leonard, case number S1144055, counts 1 and counts 2.
Good morning, Your Honor. Tyrone Rucker on behalf of Mr. Edward Leonard, P number 61867.
So, Mr. Leonard, for you, I see you paid a related civil infraction that went along with this case. So, well, no, you didn't. It's dismissed by Perkins.
Yeah, both of the tickets was actually dismissed. That's why I'm trying to figure out what's going on. These tickets were dismissed. These tickets were dismissed a while back by Detective Sergeant Carson, that's on here with us right now.
All right, Sergeant Carson.
Yes, sir.
Good morning to you, sir. Can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Sergeant Corey Carson, badge SA27, Detroit Traffic Enforcement.
Very well, sir. I have Mr. Edward Denzel Leonard on the line. You heard me call this case. And I see that you were the officer that stopped him on December 9th, 2020 at 4:30, around 4:37 PM in the area of Plymouth and Griggs Street. I noticed that Mr. On that day and time, Mr. We had another. He had expired plates, a no insurance misdemeanor, a license improper, and a firearms civil infraction. I see that the firearms civil infractions was dismissed and the expired plates was dismissed. But something, he says that the intention on what is that? February 8th, 2021, when they close out the expired plates in the firearms ordinance violation, that the intention was to have the no insurance misdemeanor and the license improper closed out as well. Was that your understanding, sir?
I do remember us having a hearing on that, and we accepted some type of deal with Mr. Lawson, but I don't remember all the misdemeanor aspect of it. And I actually wasn't subpoenaed for this case either. I'm just happy to be in your courtroom on another case.
No, I understand that, and I understand it's set for a show cause right now. I was hoping to be able to get this resolved because all the parties are here. And he just expressed to me and that you were the arresting officer, and I'm sure he saw you sign on. So if there's
right. I know we did work a deal out that day, Your Honor, but I don't recall the misdemeanor portion of it.
Okay.
Because I believe that was a 220 courtroom where we just took care of the civil infractions.
Okay, I understand. All right, so here's what we can do, Mr. Leonard. There's an offer here in the file to plead to the amended count of failure to display a valid driver's license. That's a misdemeanor. That's going to carry a $240 fine, and it will dismiss the other case. I can appreciate the fact that. Go ahead, Counselor.
Dante Lawson, on behalf of the City of Detroit. Sergeant Carson, would you
Yes,
be
sir.
opposed if we gave him an improper plate and dismissed the no license?
I would not be opposed to anything. He was cooperative with me on that day.
Okay, Your Honor, so I would change my offer to improper plates.
Okay, Mr. Leonard, there's offer has been changed now to an improper plate. That's also a misdemeanor. However, that carries the same $240 fine, but it does not abstract to the Secretary of State, so you would have no license implications, sir. You have that option. You also have the option to set the trial date when you can have everybody back on that date. And you also have the option to speak with Mr. Rucker, who's been listening astutely, and he can advise you, help you make a decision in a breakout room. What would you like to do, sir?
I don't have no misdemeanors or no felonies. Would this misdemeanor affect my CPL?
Well, sir, it won't affect your CPL, and I can appreciate the fact too that you want to keep your record misdemeanor free. I certainly appreciate that, and I have everybody on the line listening to that. So why don't I do this? Why don't I put you in a breakout room with Mr. Rucker and let you two talk about the facts and circumstances of what your understanding of what went on. And then we'll take it from there, okay?
Perfect. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. All right, what are we gonna do with Mr. Jason Oliver?
I'm gonna take the offer to the officer show. Just make offer on those.
All right.
Because right now, if I'm not mistaken, I didn't put an offer in at all because there's so many tickets.
So many tickets. All right. Mr. Oliver, you there?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
Let's call the cases. This is the City of Detroit versus Jason Allen Oliver. Case numbers SP 1063226, counts 1 and count 2 and count 3. Case number SP 1063584, SP 1077827, counts 1, 2, and 3. U 4093908, U 624783110, V 80759809, 09515647, 11458292, counts 1 and counts 2. 20398029, counts 1, 2, and 3. 20458843, counts 1, 2, and 3. 20458844, counts 1, 2, and 3. Appearances for the record, please.
Dante Goss on behalf of the City of Detroit.
Okay, Mr. Rucker's in the breakout room right now. I have 2 officers on the line. Can you put your appearances on the record, please?
Your Honor, Sergeant Golson was on the line. Go ahead, Sarge. You're breaking up there, Sarge. Sergeant Carson, can you try it again?
Sergeant Corey, 627, Detroit Traffic Enforcement.
It's not coming through.
Yeah, also Officer Golson checked in. If you need to try, I can bring him back.
Okay. All right, today is the date and time set for a trial in a lot of the matters. Let's see if we have Mr. Rucker back. He needs to be here for this. Thank you, Mr. Officer Carson, who stepped up. But today is a date and time set for a trial in the matter. I have a number of officers that haven't showed up. So what we'll do right now is we'll dismiss.
Yeah, can we just deal with it all when this council come back, just in case the officer come in?
No, officers are, it's 9:30, and I'm not checking in. That's it.
Sir, Your Honor, yesterday that a defendant after the fact.
Listen, it does not matter. He did not do anything. He got his cases gone to another day. He didn't get it dismissed.
I'm saying dismissed, but you're allowed to
you'll still allow him to come in. Counselor, I'm not gonna let him, you're not gonna let an officer come in at 9:30. And I may or may not let the defendant come in after 9:30. So, case number 214-399-351. Is there who's the vice? Huh? Sergeant Carson. You're interrupting our court, sir. Jason Oliver. You got background. You have background noise coming in too.
Well, all right. Let me correct that, Your Honor.
Please do. Okay, let's pass this matter for momentarily, and we'll be back on the record with Mr. Edward Leonard. Mr. Leonard, Mr. Rucker, I've given you an opportunity to speak in a breakout room regarding the matter. What would you like to do?
Your Honor, my client has indicated he'd like to move forward with the proposed plea agreement, thereby pleading to improper.
Okay. Mr. Leonard, can you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, you put your hand down, sir. Sir, do you understand you have a right to a trial in these matters?
Yes.
You understand by taking this offer, you're going to give that trial right up?
Yes.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No.
Okay, Mr. Leonard, let me draw your attention back to December 9th, 2020, at around 4:34 p.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of Plymouth and Griggs Street, sir. On that day, were you operating a 2006 Chevy, red in color?
Yes, Your Honor.
On that day, did you get pulled over by a Detroit police officer on that day?
Yes, Your Honor.
And were you asked to produce some valid insurance on that vehicle?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you couldn't do so, could you?
No.
Why is that, sir?
Simply just my insurance ran out on the vehicle. I had it for a while.
Okay.
I stopped paying.
I'm gonna find you guilty of the amended count of improper plate, sir. I'm gonna fine you $240. With the stipulation of probable cause, I'm gonna dismiss the other matters. Sir, how much time do you need to pay?
When are you assigning me to pay?
Yeah, how much time do you need to pay?
I'll pay it Monday.
Okay. I'm gonna put in there August the 20th, sir, just in case you have some difficulty. But if you find yourself in a position where you haven't had that paid by the August 20th, or you couldn't get it paid Monday or by the August 20th, you need to zoom back in and see if the court can find you some more time. So I don't want this to become a situation where it gets a lot of and fees and a warrant and gets put out for your arrest or something, all right?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, sir. I appreciate your patience, Mr. Leonard, and I sincerely appreciate your interest in keeping your record clean. I do know that there's going to be these type of misdemeanors are going to be expungible real soon. I don't know if you're going to qualify for it because you just entered into it right now, but these things in the next couple of years, the governor has signed legislation that automatically does away with certain misdemeanors after a certain amount of time. So keep up the good work, sir. And if you need some more time, then make sure you zoom in and let the court know. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Have a great day.
You too.
Okay, so we're back on the record with Mr. Jason Allen Oliver. Mr. Rucker, I called the cases. Today is the date and time set for a trial. We only have 2 officers that have showed. So would you like to make a motion as it relates to the officers that haven't showed yet, Mr. Rucker?
Your Honor, I would. With respect to the present case, Your Honor, I'd ask that to be dismissed as the city cannot go forward with their burden of proof. The officers have not yet appeared in the day of the Your Honor, how old is this case?
How old are these cases?
Yes, sir.
So these cases go back, well, last year, May 12, last year, February 5th. You got some that go back old, 09, that probably if you dismissed anyway because of age of the ticket, 2010. So he's got some newer cases, he's got some older cases.
Well, Your Honor, I would just add the caveat then, any case is older than 7 years, we'd ask that they be dismissed with prejudice, although I think it would happen that way anyway, but I just want to put that on the record.
All right, I'm going to dismiss. I'll distinguish the ones that will be dismissed because of age, and I'll distinguish the ones that are going to be dismissed because of no officer. So at this time, we'll dismiss because of no officer. Well, you're going to put on the record something. All right, let me do that. Let me dismiss. There's a Officer Cliff Watley. Hearing no response, this matter will be today is the date and time set for a trial. Counsel has presented a motion to dismiss based on no officer. I'm going to grant that motion. Case dismissed, no officer. And that relates to, I'll put those on the record. Okay. As it relates to case number U40939108, that case is going to be dismissed because of the age of the ticket and that there's no officer. As it relates to case number U6247810, that case is going to be dismissed because of the age of the ticket and because there's no officer. Officer James Pierce Officer James Pierce and Jamira Mackin, McCentry. All right. As it relates to case number B80759809, that case is going to be dismissed because of the age of ticket. And because officer, he's separate, it has on the file, officer is separated from DPD. Okay, as it relates to 095156475, that case is going to be dismissed because of the age of the ticket. And officer is separated from DPD. As it relates to 114582921, that case is going to be dismissed because age of the ticket. And no officer. The officer is Jonathan Rose. As it relates to, that's the same 114582922, dismiss, age of ticket, and no officer. All right, as it I got Golston here, Golston show, Golston. Then I have a 20458841 dismiss, no officer. And that's Officer Clifton Watley, who I called his name earlier. Same for 20458842432, dismiss, no officer. And 204588433, dismiss, no officer. All right. All right, as it relates to the other matters, I do believe that the parties have come to a resolution. Have you had an opportunity to speak with counsel, Mr. Rucker, as it relates to the resolution?
No, we haven't been in a breakout room, Your Honor.
Okay, well, I'm understanding the city attorney has an offer for him. Okay, yeah, I can put you in a breakout room to talk about that, or you can say it right here on the record, or whatever you want to do.
The offer is plead to FTD and improper play and dismiss the rest of the matters.
Mr. Oliver?
Yes.
You heard that, officer?
Yeah, I'll take the deal.
All right. If there's nothing further, Mr. Carson, I'll have you noted that you showed up. You're free to leave. If you want to stay, you can stay, sir. Mr. Oliver, are you there?
Yes, Your Honor.
Can you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you can put your hand down, sir. Sir, do you understand you have a right to a trial in these matters?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand by taking this offer, you're going to give that trial right up?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what we stated in the record?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Let's see which one of the many that we have for you to plead to.
Sergeant Carson's the usual PS.
Let's see, Sergeant Carson has a driving my license suspended here. SP 10632262. Okay, sir, let me draw your attention back to February 5th, 2020 at around 2:46 p.m. in the city of Detroit in the area of East Davison and Petoskey. Sir, did you have an occasion to be pulled over by a Detroit police officer on that day?
Yes.
And on that day, were you asked to produce a valid driver's license?
Yes.
And you couldn't do so, could you, sir?
No, I could not.
And why is that?
Because my license was suspended.
Very well. You have find you guilty of the amended count of failure to display a valid driver's license. I'm going to fine you $240 in that matter. Sir, what about and what's
Improper plate. Improper one right under the unregistered title.
Okay, sir. On that same date and time, sir, were you driving a 2002 Chevy?
Yes.
And was something wrong with the registration on that vehicle, sir?
Yeah, it was.
What was wrong with that registration?
It was an unregistered vehicle.
Very well. Sir, I'm going to find you guilty of the amended count of improper plates. I'm going to fine you $240 on that matter. And with the stipulation of probable cause, Counselor, I will dismiss all the other matters.
So stipulated.
Okay, Mr. Oliver, when can you pay?
Can I get the maximum amount of time allowed by the court in order to pay?
No. You got, I don't know how many tickets dismissed today. Give me a date, sir, a reasonable date.
Give me 30 days, Your Honor. Is that reasonable enough for the court?
September 13th, 2021. I'm going to set that for a review. I need you back in here on that date. All right?
Okay.
I'm going to waive the warrant fees. And you're going to pay the reinstatement fees in these matters, whichever ones have reinstatement fees on them. All right?
Okay.
Okay. If there's nothing further, sir, you have a very good day. I'll see you back September 13th at put that on a review at 8:30 a.m.
Okay, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right. Have a great day.
You too.
There was one improper plate.
I was just trying to check in.
From
I was waiting on you to stop talking.
Sergeant Carson?
Yeah.
I think, see. So, Your Honor, first from ceasefire was things like.
Are you at work, sir?
No, sir.
No. Ceasefire Detroit?
Yeah, how you doing? Yeah, I was here for Jason Oliver. I'm going to be responsible for those fines, so I'll make sure that they're taken care of. I just have to fill out a disbursement form and how to have the funds allocated to court. I just had to be here so I could report out to the mayor's office and to DBD.
Okay. So obviously he's got some people in this corner.
Yes. I was responsible for getting here and taking care of everything here, so I'll make sure that it's taken care of before that date, John.
All right, very well.
Have a good one.
All right, you as well. Thank you.
Excuse me. Your Honor, I'm trying to check in.
Yeah, I see you. What's your name, sir?
Gilbert, Benny Gilbert.
Benny Gilbert.
Yes, sir.
Good morning to you.
Morning to you too.
Yeah, Mr. Lopez is here for trial.
No problem. All right, you have Lopez, Sonia Lopez. All right, this is the City of Detroit versus Sonia Lopez, case number SP 119135991 and SP 1191361.
Good morning, Your Honor. Oh, I'm sorry.
Let me call, sorry, let me call this one, I just saw it. Let me see if this is on the docket.
She's on that one matter.
Okay, I'm only calling 1995, 527. 5/27/1995. So let's strike that record. Let's call case number 207110991. And that case, counselor, is set for trial today on the docket. However, Mrs. Lopez has seemed to have found herself in a situation that she got another ticket. So let's deal with the 207110991. Appearance for the record, please.
Tyron Ruck on behalf of Ms. Sonia Lopez, P number 61867.
Okay. Today is the date and time set for a trial in the matter. Counselor, would you like to make a motion?
Your Honor, seeing as though the city has not produced the officers, we'd ask for dismissal as they can't go forward with their burden.
Let's call Leonard, Officer Leonard Armante. Okay, so hearing no response, the case was set to be heard at 9 a.m. It's 10 o'clock now. Hearing no response from the officer, I'm going to dismiss this matter. Mrs. Lopez, that matter is going to be dismissed, but you have also dismissed no officer. But you found yourself in an unfortunate situation that you got two other cases in the meantime. And those cases are SP 1198591 and SP 1191361. That's the City of Detroit versus Sonia Lopez. And Mrs. Lopez, there is not an offer in the file yet. I'm going to pass this over to my city attorney. And counselor, that is a no insurance misdemeanor and a 1 to 5 over in speeding. So if you want to talk to your client, find out maybe you had insurance on that day or whatever the case may be. It's a 40 and a 35 mile an hour zone on 4th Street in Stockbrook. And the allegation is that she was driving a 2008 Hummer. So I'm going to pass this over to the city attorney for his, to get his input on what he expects of Mrs. Lopez if she wants to take the deal. And I can put you in a breakout room if you need to, Mrs. Lopez, and speak with the council about it.
Your Honor, what was that offer again with respect to the insurance?
No offer yet. I'm gonna give him that. I just wanted to see if you wanted to go in there and speak about some facts and circumstances. No insurance misdemeanor and a 1 to 5 over speed.
Okay.
Okay. Well, the offer's here. It's blockading traffic, $175, and dismiss the other, dismiss the other matter. Amend the speeding to blockading, $175 fine.
Ms. Lopez,
Yes.
did you hear that offer?
Yes, I did.
Do you understand it?
Not really.
Okay.
I'll let your insurance ticket. If you want to give you got a ticket on 4/22/2021. I don't know if you know it or not, or if you got somebody use your name, but there's 2 tickets left here. We dismissed the ticket that you had came today for trial. In the meantime, it has 2 other tickets: a speeding ticket and a no insurance misdemeanor ticket. If you want to resolve these tickets today, then the city attorney is willing to offer you blocking traffic for the speeding ticket, and I'm going to fine you $175 for that, and I'll dismiss the other misdemeanor no insurance ticket.
Okay, that's fine. I'll take that offer.
Okay, very well. Let me say this, Mrs. Lopez, you understand you have a right to a trial in this matter?
Yes.
You understand by taking this offer, you're going to give up that trial right?
Correct.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what I just stated in the record?
No.
Okay, Mr. Rucker, will your client agree, stipulate to the facts, to the face of the ticket as an accurate factual basis for the stop?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, with stipulation of probable cause, I'll dismiss the other matter.
So stipulate.
Okay, Mrs. Rucker, when can you pay the blocking? I'm gonna find you responsible to the amended count of blocking traffic. When can you pay that ticket, ma'am?
And that's Ms. Lopez.
Lopez, I'm sorry.
I could pay it today.
All right, I'm gonna put in the system August 20th, ma'am. Hopefully you can get that paid today, but at least if you can't pay it today, you'll have until August 20th. If you don't pay it by then, you're gonna need to contact the court and see if you can get some more time, because I don't want this to turn into something where it's extra penalties and fees.
Okay. And I'll just call the court and I could go ahead and pay it through the phone, correct?
Yes, you can. As soon as my city attorney, as soon as my clerk gets that inputted in the system, which should be very shortly now.
Okay.
Okay, there's no further questions, ma'am. Have a great day.
Okay, thank you.
All right, let's call. Let's call the case of Benny Edward Gilbert, case number SP 11271-451. That's all right.
Sorry, Your Honor. I apologize.
Does it matter? What does it matter to you?
Mr. Gilbert just came in.
So what?
Mr. Goss been here all since 8:30.
He hasn't been here since 8:30, but he's been here. I don't have his file in front of me. That's Mr. Anthony Goss's file. I took the next file. That's up.
Oh, I'm sorry, Your Honor. I didn't see that.
Case number SP 1168361. SP 1196389, counts 1 and counts 2. appearance for the record, please.
Tyron Rucker, that's defense counsel, P61867.
Okay. Let's say, Mr. Gilbert, state your name for the record, please.
Benny Edward Gilbert.
Okay, Mr. Gilbert, there's today is the date and time set for a trial. That's your problem. Today is the date and time set for a trial in this matter. Let's see. The counselor, you want to make a motion?
Your Honor, we make a motion to have these cases dismissed as the officers have not checked in and the city cannot meet their burden.
Okay. Is there an officer Jusuf Muhic? Hearing no response, case is going to be dismissed. No officer. All right, is there a Zachary Myers? Officer Zachary Myers. Hearing no response, case is going to be dismissed. No officer. This case was set for 9 a.m. It is now 10:06. Is there Khalil Rozier? Officer Khalil Rozier, hearing no response, case dismissed, no officer. And is there SP 119-63892? Khalil Rozier, no officer, dismissed. Okay, sir. But let me tell you this, sir. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cases dismissed today. Are you born in 12/15/97?
No, sir.
That's not you.
That's my son. I told you
Okay,
that last
good. All right, so what I'm gonna explain to you. All right, I'm going to explain to you that 1683661 119-63892 and 91 are dismissed. You're still going to have, that's not you. That's not you. dismiss. And, a whole lot of things in our buildings. We got many. So it looks like it looks like you may be clear, sir. It's just so many other, Benny Gilberts. According to this, your cases are gonna be dismissed. I'll waive any warrant fees, but I'll hold you responsible to pay any reinstatement fees. All right. Anything further, sir?
Yes, is it any way that I can fix the name? Because this happens so many times. I just got my license. They suspended for tickets that's not even mine, sir.
I mean, all you can do, you can go to the Secretary of State and flag your license. But if the person has a different birth date than you, has the same name, and I don't know what else to tell you. Just go to the Secretary of State and flag your license. That's all I can tell you. So those cases are dismissed today, the ones that I call. I'll waive any warrant fees, and if there's any reinstatement fees, you'll have to pay them. But if there's nothing further, you're free to leave, sir.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you. Have a great day. All right. Okay, this is the City of Detroit versus Anthony Renee Goss. Case numbers SP 1151408, counts 1, 2, and 3. And let's see. These matters were in default. I'm gonna set aside the default in these matters. SP 1151407, counts 1, 2, and 3. So Mr. Goss, there's an offer here to plead to a failure to display. That's a $240 fine, and a civil infraction of expired plates, which is a $145 fine, and dismiss the other matters. I can put you in a breakout room to speak with Mr. Rucker regarding that offer, or I can set a trial date in the matter, or you can take the deal. Which one would you like to do, sir?
I'll take the deal. There's no points with that, is it?
No, it's no points with it, but that failure to display does carry a license suspension of 30 days. So that's going to abstract to the Secretary of State, and they're going to suspend your license for 30 days from the time of the plea. So that's what that will do. It will carry no points, though.
I'll take that deal.
All right.
Oh, okay.
All right, so Mr. Goss, can you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
All right, sir. You understand you have a right to a trial in these matters?
Yes.
You understand by taking this offer, you're going to give that trial right up?
Yes.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what I just stated in the record?
No.
Okay, sir, let me draw your attention back to January 2nd, 2021. In the city of Detroit, in the area of Nevada and Conan. Were you operating a 2006 Jeep on that day, sir?
Yes.
And were the plates expired on that Jeep?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna find you responsible for expired plates. I'm gonna fine you $145 in that matter. And sir, let me draw your attention to the same date and time, sir, when you were pulled over by the Detroit police officer, were you asked to produce a valid driver's license?
Yes.
And you couldn't do so, could you, sir?
No.
And why is that?
My license was suspended.
Okay, very well. I'm gonna find you guilty of straight up to the count of failure to display a valid driver's license. I'm gonna fine you $240 for that, with stipulation of probable cause. Counsel will dismiss the other matters.
So stipulate.
All right. So, Mr. Goss, that's a $240 fine and a $145 fine. When can you pay, sir?
I think the most she was given was 30 days. I can do that, I believe.
All right, let's pay by September 13th, 2021. All right?
Okay.
All right, if you don't have it paid by then, sir, I suggest you zoom back in and ask the court for some more time. We'll see if we can figure some more time out for you. I don't want this to become a situation that compounds into extra penalties and fees. Okay?
Yes.
All right, if there's nothing further, sir, you have a very good day.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you. Have a good one. All right. That seems like that's it. I saw Mr. Grant, Garrett, jump in. I don't know if he was on the list or not. I don't see him on the list. So if there's nothing further, Mr. Rucker, you're free to leave as well. I appreciate your service. You're on mute, sir.
I said, okay, Judge, have a good weekend.
All right, you as well. Have a better one.
All right, thank you.
All right.